Hello and welcome to math class. Today we are going to put so many things that we've been doing together. The games we've been playing this week, the lessons that you learned last week are all culminating into the next series of lessons. Today's learning target is I can add numbers using many strategies. Some of the strategies we've been talking about this week are find 10, make a 10, 10 more, 1 more. Last week we talked about count on and build it. So today you're going to have a chance to add numbers thinking about, well, what's the best strategy? The materials you're going to need are your base 10 counters. If you still have those from last week, if you don't have them, don't worry, because we can draw and represent our 10s and 1s with our markers or our dry erase. So if you don't have those, don't worry. You're going to need scratch paper. I'm just doing a piece of blank paper in my dry erase board, and I'm going to use that as my scratch paper. And you'll need your 120s chart. So find your chart from yesterday and have it nearby. Okay? Go get the 3 things that you need and come on back for today's lesson. Before we begin, I just want to take a moment to do a quick review. I want to review with you the different strategies that we have learned for addition strategies. The first strategy that we talked about was counting on. And counting on is a really good strategy, especially if you're adding smaller numbers. So for example, 34 plus 5, I know I'm going to start at 34 and count up 5. So I could count on in my brain, put 34 in my brain, whoop, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Count up 5. I could check my number tape, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I could check my hundreds chart and count on 35, count up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 39. So counting on is good when you're only counting on small numbers. This week, we started to think more about making a 10 and knowing what numbers add up to make a 10. So when we have a number like 23 plus 17, we can look at it and say, can I make a 10? I know I can make a 10 because I know that 3 1s and 7 1s, 3 1s and 7 1s can be grouped together to make a 10. So I can take those 1s and make a group of 10 and exchange it. So 23 plus 17, if I take those 3 1s away and give them over to the 17, it's like 20 plus 20, 40. So that's how we're always thinking, do we see a set of 10? Another way, a strategy, is using our hundreds chart. 1 more, 10 more. Now that we're adding bigger numbers, we know the place value for our bigger numbers. 15 plus 12. Well, I know 12 is 1 set of 10 and 2. So I can find 15 on my numbers chart, and I know that adding 12 means I'm adding 1 set of 10, and so I go down my numbers chart, and 2 means I go 2 places over. So this is a strategy using your numbers chart, the 1 more, 10 more strategy. And lastly, the strategy that we used last week for build and add. Build and add means you represent your numbers with 10s and 1s. So 36 is 3 sets of 10 and 6, or you can use your place value counters, 3 sets of 10 and 6 ones. 16 is 1 set of 10 and 6 ones. So when I build and add, I put my 10s together, I put my 1s together, and I build my sets of 10. So that's the strategy for build and add. Today, we are going to take a look at problems and go through 2 steps for each problem. Step 1, think. How can I solve this problem? Which strategy do I want to use? Which one makes the most sense for me? Step 2, well, let's solve it and explain our thinking along the way. Why did you choose the strategy that you chose? What were you seeing in the numbers? What made sense to you? Just tell us what you were thinking, okay? So let's begin. The first one we're going to do is 11 plus 14. Okay. Step 1, think. How can I solve this? Well, looking at this number, I know I have 11, which is 1 set of 10 and 1, and 14, 1 set of 10 and 4. So for me, the strategy of build and add seems really simple because I can represent my 10s and 1s really quickly with my dry erase marker. So 11 is 1 set of 10 and 1, plus 14, 1 set of 10 and 4, equals. So now I'm going to add I'll do my sets of 10 first. I have 2 sets of 10, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So 11 plus 14 equals 25. I chose the strategy build and add because I thought it was a good one. I thought it was easy to represent those numbers. Okay. Erase your board, and we'll do another one together. And I want you to think about which strategy you would use. All right, here we go. 26 plus 14. All right, so step 1, think. How can I solve this? What do you see in the numbers? What strategy are you thinking might be the easiest? What makes most sense to you? Which strategy are you most comfortable with? I'm going to use a strategy that we practiced earlier this week called find a 10 or make 10. I know 26 is 2 sets of 10 and 6. I can also build real quick 2 sets of 10 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 14 is 1 set of 10 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I already know that 6 ones and 4 ones equals 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. So these ones and these ones are going to add together for another set of 10. So I'll just send these ones over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle it, make a set of 10. So now I have 3 sets of 10 here. 1, 2, 3. One more set of 10, 4. I have 4 sets of 10 and 0 ones. On this problem, I solved it with make a 10 because I saw that 6 and 4 make a set of 10. So I added my 2 sets of 10 with 1 more set of 10. That's 30, and the 6 and 4 made 1 more set of 10, and that was 40. Okay, let's do one more together. How about 12 plus 27? First thing you want to do, think, how can I solve this? What do you see in the numbers? Can you count on? Well, I don't really want to count on 12. There must be a better way. Can we find a 10? I'm going to give 10 more a try on this one because I'm only adding 12 to 27. So I'm going to find the number 27 on my 100s chart, and I'm going to add 12 by using my plus 10 plus 1. Here's the number 27. I know 12 is 1 set of 10 and 2. So if I want to add 1 set of 10 and 2 on my 100s chart, I know that I go down for 1 set of 10. 27, 37. But I'm adding 12, 1 set of 10 and 2. So now I'm going to go this way, 2 spaces, 1, 2. So 27 plus 12 is 39. I used the 10 more, 1 more strategy to add 27 plus 12. So today, you have additional problems to work on and just practice different ways to add using different strategies. Maybe you'll want to try a whole bunch where you're using your 100s chart and give that one in practice. Maybe you want to go back and keep building and adding because that was fun and you had a good time with build and add. That's great. Attached to today's lesson are more numbers for you to add, and just keep practicing adding 2-digit numbers using many different strategies. All right, have fun.